Amandla. Tata EFF, Tata. Tata EFF, Tata. Phansi ngoKhongolose, phansi. Phansi ngoRamaphosa, phansi. Amandla. Woza 2024, woza. Woza 2024, woza. Sabonga uChairperson Colin Sidibe. Sibonge ikhansela yethu uMangwenya. Sibonge iRegini nama-branch and nama-ground forces. This is a very big meeting of the EFF. From now onwards in this ward, azikhulumi siyasebenza. Because ikhansela ye-EFF. Abantu bakomplaina ngamanzi, bakomplaina ngegesi, bakomplaina ngama-pothole. Ukhansela we-EFF mele aphendule ukuthi EFF yenzani ngama-pothole. Because la e-ward 13 siyagavena, we're a government. The youth of ward 13 must never struggle to get jobs. Because if i-contract yafika la bathi bazoyenza indlela or amanzi, they must hire the youth of this ward. We don't want people who are coming to work in Ward 13 coming outside Ward 13. We want all of you, the youth, to be employed in this municipality. Because they go around as far as Wheatbank, as far as Nelspruit, bayoqasha abantu ukuthi baze la, bazosebenza la, whereas the youth of this place are unemployed. So all of these mines who are here, all of these farms that are here must employ everybody that comes from here, because we want to defeat poverty and unemployment. Comrades, you will never fight crime as long as our people are unemployed. You will never fight drugs and alcohol abuse as long as our people are unemployed. So re batla hore kaofela ba tjhaba mo ba kreye mesebetsi, ba sebetse ko masipaleng, ene ha ba yo sebetsa ko masipaleng a re batle ba robale le makhanselara hore ba thole mesebetsi ka ko masipaleng. Asifuni le ndaba ya Dunusa uthole umsebenzi. We want you to be employed according to your qualification. All of you who have gone to school, including those who have not gone to school, you will get jobs according to your qualification. Comrades, they are old people who are sitting here. They have applied for RDP houses from 1997 until today. Because RDP houses under ANC, they've got eyes. When you don't have a relative in a municipality, are we told indlu? Mautu ufuna indlu, bafuna ulala nawe before bawunikeze indlu. So that issue must come to an end. The council of the EFF, please go and demand that the municipality must make the RDP houses list public. So that if you are number one, you must know you are number one. And if Malema is number two, we must all know that number one is Sidibe, number two is Malema. If Malema gets an RDP house before Sidibe, kanjani, because Malema was number two and Sidibe was number one. But because we don't have the list, that's why they are able to rob us. Let the list of the RDP houses all over South Africa be published in a government gazette, in the newspapers, in the social media, so we know who are the applicants of the RDP houses. Anyone who gets a house before you, when you were before that person, it's corruption and it must be punishable. Comrades, we want all the children who are here to go to school for free, because education is not a commodity. There must be a difference between bread and education. Bread is a commodity. Education is a right. You are born with it. It is your right to be educated. Why do we sell education if it's a right? Every child must go to school free of charge. When you are at school, the EFF government, and after 2024 election, must make sure that it provides shoes, school shoes to our children, school uniform to our children. All the books that are needed in schools must be provided to our children. Why are you saying children must wear school shoes and wear school uniform when you are not giving them for free? These people are poor. The school uniform today is very expensive and it has got VAT in it. Why must the school uniform have VAT to start with? Because children must all look the same when they are at school, and no one must show that he comes from a poverty family because he does not have shoes. Let all of them have free shoes. Let all of them have free uniform so that they all look alike and they don't display their poverty. Comrades, we don't want this feeding scheme that gives our children food that looks like it's rotten. Our children must eat a healthy meal. Our children must eat the food that are better than the food that is provided to the dogs of Cyril Ramaphosa. Because this thing that our children are eating at school is not fed to the dogs of Cyril Ramaphosa. Feeding scheme must be healthy. Feeding scheme must nourish. Feeding scheme mele ibe nenyama. Sidle inyama esikolweni. So that when we go to tertiary, some sugar daddy must not say to us, let me buy you a KFC, and you think KFC ki mayema. O swantsutswelle wija nama from high school. Rele fedi jo tse monate tse longor le rena ko malapeng a rona re a dija. You must hold a plate like this when they give your child food. Or ko bona how ka fa malema dijo tse o tla dija malema. If the answer is no, it means this food is not worth being given to my child because malema cannot eat this food. Comrades, every house here must have a running clean tap water. We cannot have our people carrying buckets. We cannot have water tankers bringing water to us. Because this water tanker, some of them, some at night, they use them for septic tank. They go around collecting sewer with these tanks. During the day, they come and give you water from the same water tanks that are used for septic tanks. So we don't want a truck. We want every house to have a tap water with running clean water. Not let Toti be kuluma ngombalula ati aye. You've got taps in your houses. What more do you want? We don't want taps. We want taps with running clean water because we deserve clean water. Balula doesn't have only a tap at his house. He's got a tap and a water. But he says we must accept only taps that are dry without water. Ward 13 must be an example of what a clean water looks like, because our people must taste a good governance with the EFF in Ward 13. use Ward 13 to show our people what is going to happen in South Africa after 2024 next year. Comrades, there shouldn't be a road with a pothole here. Why? Because if you build a quality road that looks like the ones you build where white people stay, there will never be a pothole. Sarona, dina le di pothole because ba shumisha a cheap material. Because banana, they are doing it for cheap people. But when they go to town, they use the real material because there is for the white people. A rebatli di pothole. Rebatla di tsila tsa quality because there are not many trucks in our townships where you will say this road was damaged by trucks. It's not true. It has got a pothole because from the beginning you were building it for cheap people because that's what you take us for. You use cheap material on us and expensive material on white people. Why must we have an Apollo as long light at night is too bright? It even invades our privacy. This light you have here is not there in town. We don't want these types of lights. We want proper street lights. Street lights means aswantje abonagele strata. Not into a layer mass light here. Ikena kamodi kamore la re robetsi ha re timile mabone ino kena re palla ku robala kantu. Comrades, service delivery is very simple. How about now it's about service delivery king? Osheba what they give white people and what they give black people. This light how ka ko tropong is not there. By Faro now why? It's a cheap arrangement for cheap people. That's how they view us. Why Huswantur ko tropong hubeli di parka. Dibele di swimming pool, dibele green. There is no ground in town. All of the grounds in town have got a loan. A municipality takes care of them. Marayarona is a dusty ground. Yet we pay for the same municipality. We are not treated the same. Comrades, Hunalin Tweba yet ambat by ANC. Marakaurikidi Mata. I understand. When you are led by fools, you will never get service delivery. Bata koro nabar. Bonkonu ba hlupea. Are ba feng social grants. Ba fa bonkonu social grants, ba rinkan social grants. Ha kgwedi fela. Ba khutla banka social grants eo, ba re patela metsi le mabone ka tšhelete eo ya social grants. How do you say people are poor? During the day you give them grants. At night you come and steal the same grant in the name of water and electricity. So under the EFF, bonkgono abapatele metsi le mabone because they are poor. Harinka puso ya EFF di beneficiary kaofela tša SASSA re tlo di kenya ko systemong ya masipala ya ba kicka out urba. They don't qualify to pay for water and electricity because they are poor. They are beneficiaries of SASSA. Comrades, bana ba rona ba kena dikolo ba re ke quintal what they are poor. Baba fe skolo sa mahala, baba fe dijo sa mahala, haba fitla ko tertiary, but we want registration fee. Why did you give them free education at secondary level, but when they arrive at tertiary, you want money from them? Where will they get such money? Comrades, when you are led by a government of clever people, is going to make sure Orangwana fitla ko university already ha apply re refer information ya ntate wa hao le mama wa hao, everything ha re fa yona ha re puncha on the system, but the mother and the father are beneficiaries of SASSA. Therefore, she must get into university for free of charge because she cannot afford. Ko EFF rata thuto re batla bana ba ye ko dikolong. We want you to be educated so that you can be independent, especially lona ba banyana le ska dependa ko banneng, le depend on your qualification and pride yourself ka your qualification. Comrades, bana ba re ko rona ro etsang ko dikolong ka ha re ya dikolong ha re thole mesebetsi. Ko EFF le bona ntho ya 350 ya SASSA a re cancel, re tlo lefa yona o ya ka di qualification tsa sekolo. Ha o sa tsena sekolo 350 yo yemetsi, wena wa matric o tla tshwara ke tao, wena wa degree wa tshwara ka 3.5, wena wa diploma wa tshwara ke 2.5, wena wa honors wa tshwara ke 5.5. How re masters ke bo ma 10,000 we are. Why? Let's pay you for going to school. Hore bana ba ska re kelang ko sekolong, sekolo a se patele. Under EFF government, skolo se tlo patela. There will not be a poor graduate. We want the graduate to be honored for having gone to school. Re batla di role models tsa batho ba yang sekolong. Ha re jaiva ko jwaleng, ha re sa tlo breaka bonkgono, ha re sa breaka ka iPhone o ro tsama ka iPhone o ro tsama ka All Star. Ha ntse re jaiva ke what's your qualification. Ke yona ntho re tla be re kgantshetsana ka yona ko jwale le ko dikerekeng, re bua ka gore mang o thotseng mang o thotseng. Comrades, ANC ai batle batho ba o ruteya. That's why le ya ko sekolong ha le graduate ba le fi mesebetsi, ha le graduate a ba le fi tšhelete. Why? Because they discourage people from going to school. Why ba sa rate batho ba o ruteya? It's because ba le control ka tšhelete ya SASSA. Our ruteya food parcel, our ruteya 350, our ruteya RDP. Barata yona ntweo ba ntse ba le control ka dilo tše useless. Di RDP tša ANC tšao a ke bongwanyano la ba re ke refilwe a fetša o fa yona premier RDP a tsamaya ka osane le bota le cracking. Ha o ka ba phapha ebile ba o fa yona same time wa kwala le mati, handle e tšwa ona mo ba sa le teng ona mo handle e tsamaya le bona. So we want you to build your own houses. We want you to buy your own food. Food parcels for who? Because re feleja re ja le lwetse re sa batleng go dija ka re a sokola. Re batla mesebetsi, re gole tšhelete ya rona, re reke dijo tša rona tse ratang ke rena. Hauna kutlo ba raba tsa mambo ba re EFF e tlo cancela di social grants. A re di cancel di social grants, ra di double. We are going to double the social grants. Malema aka cancela di social grants bjang yena ele product ya di social grants. Ke a itseba ntho di social grants ore e ka tsosa malapa a mangata mo. Bonkgono bale ha ba file tšhelete ya social grants ha ba dlale dikhatse ka yona, ha ba nwe jwala ka yona, ba reka phofu ba bea ka mo morao wa lemati, ba support-a bana ba ma-Afrika. That's why re swantse re double social grants ya bonkgono ka gore ba ilo support-a bana ba rona. Comrades, if only youth o sa register to vote, o style sa mafelelo, you are stupid. Kore wa tseba hore ke eng ha o le cherry ha o deserve boyfriend, ha o le boyfriend ha o deserve cherry. Le tsamaya le jola le ditlaela tša o se registare mo le feria ke batho ba o se registare. O batla motho a re e re ko bone ngwaneso o re nke re o checke pele o registarile na bloody stupid. Ke tla tsamaya le boyfriend ya stlaela. Re mo ntwe mo wena o tsamaya mo o le boyfriend. We are in a war here. Re batla o rescue our country here. Our country is going down the drain. Our country is being destroyed. Where are men and women of this country to stand up and defend your own country? No one is going to come from America. No one is going to come from Britain to come and liberate you. You are your own liberators. You must take your own position in the struggle for freedom. 2024 is our 1994. Let's go next year and make history. Let's go and change South Africa for the better like you did here. This corruption, it lo fetsa ke lona ka vote ya hao. Why o chisa taere? O batle o chise taere. Don't block the roads. Sfikile skhat manje. How can amola? How to say anything? We better make up our umbrella. What's a only one? How fita mola wa sheba or buredi buko kai? Warn tota ka kitse di feleri. War muset. How to mola nkun? Uye ko taflenya ANC or resebeditse bana baka. Ke di dom ko po bone di shapa matso di re he. Di tla na di result le sebeditse mosebetsi o motle wa ntša mashodu a mo Mpumalanga ba destroyle Mpumalanga e di mine tse di controla ke ma ANC ba ja ba le iwane ba ja le di relative tsa bona ha re sa batla mine wo controla ke ma ANC. After 2024 ha treni fita so Etabele li humo la lona. Let's look at our wealth. Roy rekisa and we are going to support our families. Because EFF iri di mine le fasi adi hutlele ko bathumba tsona because you are rightful owners of the mines and the land. Fighters, you must never get discouraged. Lelwantwa yebotsi. You are fighting a good fight. What 13 last week area ntse batho. Wa tseba ditlaela tše tša se rroe ko Twitter. Ra tsoa le rena re tshwere wate le re zamile batho ba modimo. Le rena ra do thola wate wa tseba re tsamaela odimo o bona re apere hempe tše di tšhweu ke wa 13. E re di ile batho. Everywhere where we go, they know the EFF wins wards. And the winning of wards of the EFF means the EFF is going to win in Mpumalanga in 2024 and it is unstoppable. Meo wangwenya nabulela mo kya mutsepa. Ke tloma kopana le yena but the articulation wa mona or ke motho wa tsebang batho ba hae ke motho wa ratang batho ba hae. Orkolona so fela ndawonye. We will never be scared of the police. We'll never be scared of the mines. We'll never be scared of the ANC. With the community behind me, I will represent you. We need a leader like her. Councillor Ngwenya, please don't turn against our people. Batho bao ba bone mbatletsi mo ba o rata. Ba o kgethile because they love you. Mara ngwaneso rata di chiwana more than people who come from elite families. Because abantu ba thoma ba ba etapele. Ba thoma wa attenda di funeral tsa ma teacher wa bona. Ba attenda di funeral tsa batho ba bereka government. He ba re nkgono o shwile ka mola ha ona tšhelete ya mo pata are what must I do? How le councillor especially when all the you are a mother of the nation. You are Winnie Mandela of what 13. Kaufela di chiwana all offense habasaja basanjibar aro cheka mola maybe councillor agarzama. How nalili fu arenka ko chelete nya hao. Samaya ukena ko di mutuareng, ukene ko di spaza shopo, orke kopa fela bupi, haki kukupeli. Hunale mashuleng, habana silo kobona. We want to bury her in dignity. How can you musebetsi o councillor? What 13 year 2024 kia EFF? Councillor, how nale misebetsi? Yes, about the qualification. Oscar Hirabat will see you. And Oscar Hirabat by EFF fela. Rekopa ubite kopa no e tshwanang liye. Orbana besu, hona le poso che 10. Ho batla di general worker che 10. Ke kopa le ngwale mabitso a lona le a kenye mo bucketeng mo. Le a kenye mo bucketeng nkgono atle. A etse fuduwa. Lele 2000 like this. Nkgono a nche fuduwa nche lina. Re le bale public. Re le bale until number 10. Le wena o sa thola mosebetsi. O tsamaya o kgotsofetse. O bone batho ba hirilwe motsheare, not in darkness. Mangwenya, do not hire relatives. Your relatives are going to blackmail you or a counselor. You are not a counselor of your family. You are a counselor of the community. How nali di bazari, mangwenya kopa ko maspaleng or please make allocation for my ward. I want to take the forms. Do door to door the same way you were doing door to door when you wanted us to elect you. Ukene kadi form ore ki a tsiba rona le ngwana matric ka mo e re ngatlatse form rozama re bono raka stole bazari na ka no how na le bazari ba ritla office ya masipala o ya young office ya masipala o sna chelete ya taxi o sna chelete ya lunch to the municipality. Marabe ba batla ba voter azanka ba re itla office ya masipala o tlo re voter. EFF yona e wese ne reverse le taxi yo late ebe yo drop a stationing u khutlise high. We want the same service delivery. Go to the people's houses. No people by their names, no people by their surnames. Councillor Oscar ba treat your local group. They are not a group, but they are individual families. Oswancho tsibor kamola una le mme wa wheelchair. Kamola una le ntate wa osbone. Kamola una le child-headed family ya bana ba 5. Kamol know all these houses. Know them by their surnames, know them by their names. One day utlo ba bua ba ntse go yo lebare. Na councillor wa ntse ba bekirile ke fitla go yena ke sare ke bula molomo fela bare. Ntate male kai. People like being called by their names. Once you call them by their names, you have already reached their heart. Rataba to Councillor. How kaukari, you are under attack. These people are your shield. Live amongst them. No one will ever attack you. Oscar Tamamo wating wayonna kotropong. Because we want you to suffer and struggle with these people by what 13. House Namtakasi, you too must not have electricity. Abakar Councillor, fighters. Abakar Councillor, Uborile Bohol Goyena. There's no problem. Kaufela Luna. Lohametsi Wanagua Councillor. Because she can't have water alone. Le mogolo a ro fangona o. Oscar ba tsenya sola. Ya ra load shedding e re shapile. Wena ko wena wa ba le motlakase. The suffering of the community is a suffering of a councillor. Be a people's councillor. O ra o feta so ubone bana ba banyane ba kitima ba re, there pass our aunt. That's how you have now reached the hearts of ordinary masses of our people on the ground. I trust the councillor of Ward 13. I trust the leadership of the EFF to do the right thing. I trust you, the people of Ward 13, that you will do the right thing in 2024. Rena arena a chicken view. Arashebamu. Our view is a giraffe view. Reshebile kopili. Union building is calling the EFF. After May election, the red flag of the EFF will fly very high at the Union building, and that Union building shall be the people's house. Comrades, do not get tired. Ground forces is not going to be easy. We are going to a historic election. The enemy is shaking. Hakitamo ke balabare, hey, mokweba nwile parlamenteng. The ground forces di kwatile ka hore o jambile queue. Ha ona queue mo EFF. Mo EFF ha re lwele o ya parlamenteng. Ha re lwele diposo. Re lwela hore red flag it's in a parlamenteng. It's in a union building. It's in a kamo maspale. Hangar ki sheba ka krea a red flag. Even if it's not my name, as long as the red flag is there, I am there myself. I am well represented. We are not an organization of position mongers. What's about how we name Musho? In the first 2 months alone, you have to fill in 5,000 positions. 5,000 positions. One out of Bujaga position, one yam Kweban. Ite position ya you ye mate. How ka papa watwana le vusko za ola wa Natal utamlatela. Reta revolution ito batla ya so kreye. Hey, politiki asemampe papa. Politiki is an elephant. It's amaya very slowly. Mara moi fitilenteng, it leaves a permanent mark. You will know the elephant has passed, and that elephant will change your life for the better, and no one can ever come and reverse that. Fighters in the EFF, we are successful because of discipline. Let us exercise maximum discipline and listen to our leadership and confront the enemy with precision and with determination, and we must never be scared. For because victory is certain. Amanda! Amanda! Viva EFF, viva! I will EFF, I will. Au no magubi. Siyaya. Siyaya. No magubi. Siyaya, siyaya, no ma bese tubola, besi shaya, besi bopa, no ma bese tubola, besi shaya, besi bopa. No magubi, siyaya, siyaya. No magubi, siyaya, siyaya. Who left? Who right? Jamasa. Who left? Kita. Killer me. Kiribata, Samarumo, Rumo, Hasicha. Where were you when I'm shit? Where were you when I'm dreamt? So fast kitchen, Emoye, so fast kitchen, Etati, bonke labantu ebakithi bonke labantu ebakithi silthathile elakithi silthathile elakithi Sibram Konto Alliance shoot to kill Namasa shoot to kill a man brr pa pa brr pa pa tension